Hey, I'm Dave with the band May, and I'm here to talk to you about tour pranks. We've got two that I can recall. One was a prank that happened to us. We were on tour with Something Corporate, RX Bandits, and The Format, and Days Away. Days Away was the first of opener for half the tour, and The Format was the first of opener for the second half of the tour. But our last night, I believe, was in Denver, Colorado, and first of all, Something Corporate would come on stage. We were second of four, and Something Corporate was the headliner. And they'd come on stage and make us take shots of Jim Beam between each song. And we had like 8 songs that we were trying to cram in 30 minutes. And so I started pretending I was taking shots after like the 4th one because I was having trouble remembering chords and lyrics to songs that only had 4 chords and a handful of lyrics in them anyway. But I remember they also put Vaseline on the drumsticks, and they put baby powder on the cymbals and on the drums. And on the very last song, they were taking away Jacob's drum kit piece by piece. So at the very end, I think you're only playing like maybe hi-hat and kick drum, maybe. I remember I was so drunk that I took my Firebird guitar off of myself and threw it into the crowd, and then started crowd surfing. And so the last song, I'm looking on stage as May's playing the song Embers and Envelopes. I'm not part of it. There's like 2 pieces of a drum kit that are a part of it, and everybody else is just, you know, and there's probably 10 people on stage singing along.
Yeah, Keith came out, Keith from Days Away came out in his underwear.
Just in his underwear.
Like in a bottle of Jack Daniels. I gave my guitar to the audience too, and our tour manager should have seen him freaking out.
He's just like running into the crowd trying to figure out how to grab the guitars and get them back. We've got more shows obviously to play. Another tour prank was one that we actually got to perform, and this was when we were headlining and our friends in the band As Tall as Lions were main support. And we were running projection, and I don't think we're doing 3D yet, but we were doing projection, film projection on tour. And it was just for us, but of course, setting up stage every day, we had our screens set up on the stage, and they would be there during the opening bands. And it was Deer in the Headlights, and it was As Tall as Lions, and it was May. And As Tall as Lions has an awesome song called Love, 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 Love. And when they played that slow jam, we found some like National Geographic footage of lions mating. And we projected that onto their stage while they were playing. And so they start off the song, and they're such a like emotive and vibey band. You know, they're the kind of band that is constantly playing with their eyes closed, just like getting into it. And they'd probably open them up and see the people in the crowd like laughing and pointing, and they're like, what's going on? And then they turn around and see just like 8 feet by 8 feet of just slow motion lions mating. And that was one of the best tour pranks I think we ever pulled. Okay, I've got one more tour prank, and this happened when we were on tour and our friends in Deas Vale were supporting us. Their merch girl was the wife of their guitar player, Andy. And Andy, I'm 5'10", I think Andy's like 6'3", 6'4", he's a really tall guy. And my prank was when they played with us in Cincinnati, Ohio. They're opening the show. I grab Andy's suitcase because his wife helps me get it, and I put on his clothes. And of course he's like 6 inches taller than me, so everything that I'm wearing is just way too big for me. I bring my pedal board and I put it in front of the stage on the floor, and I take my guitar and I put it on me. And for 30 minutes, every move that Andy made, I made the exact same move, except I was on the crowd in the floor trying to make him laugh the entire time. I think I took it a little bit too far. I should have just played one song instead of the entire like 7-song set. One last thing that is priceless, and it also counts as a tip for touring bands, because you always want to make the bands before you and after you laugh if you can. One thing that works is clapping off beat. So if the beat is you just like to be like and try to make eye contact with the lead singer and just clap off beat and try to get him to laugh. It's made me laugh many times, and I've been able to make a few lead singers myself laugh. So take those if you want.